Rise and shine. It's 72 degrees out there looking out with live cam. It's not too bad. I mean, the sun's not out yet. Just go ahead and I'm sorry, I'm looking at Mike. Don't drag to work, but just be up and caffeinated for the day.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And we are here to jumpstart your morning. Good morning, everybody. It's 6 o'clock on your Tuesday, April 16th.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you had a good Monday, and we hope you're ready for today. Yes, it's going to get warm again, but 80s are not too bad.
Well, this is one of those times where Mother Nature's actually paying attention to the calendar. She knows Fiesta's right around the corner, and that tends to be very warm and very muggy.
Well, yeah, but temperatures are still, we're talking almost 15 degrees above normal right now. So these low temperatures are closer to what we'd see in early mid-July, and the humidity as well. And high temperatures are running a good 5 to 6, 7, 8, 10 degrees above normal, even once we get into Thursday. First of all, this morning, you can just kind of see some of that humidity hanging out there. So not a real crisp, clear picture of the skyline from our camera down there at Brook City Base. We do have a lot of moisture. Notice how the humidity is the fog is starting to pop up a little bit more around Castroville, Hondo. Not anything too thick, but it does thicken up out there, heading out 10 and toward Kerrville. Rock Springs as well has some fairly good fog. A lot of 70s, more 70s on the map than even 60s. And again, these dew points are way, way up there. And that's just because of those southeasterly winds that continue to pump in all of that moisture. We've got an okay breeze here in town, but head out toward Kerrville, Comfort, no wind at all. So that allows that fog to form up. As long as we keep a breeze around here, we should be okay. But just is the wind, if it does slacken a little bit more this morning, just watch out in some of those low-lying areas for some of that fog. Mold and oak are on the moderate side. Both went down from the previous day's reading, so it looks like oak season is finally coming to an end. Pecan and grass are both low. Temperatures this morning not really going to move all that much because of the cloud cover, because of all that humidity out there. A little bit of sunshine thrown on in, and there's also a couple leftover sprinkles up in northern portions of the hill country right now. Those are continuing to die off. We'll make it up to 80 today at noon. And 86 for high temperature later on this afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies and plenty of humidity. It'll get hotter tomorrow. It'll get hotter on Thursday. We'll talk about some rain chances. And going into the weekend, we got a front with even better rain chances. We'll get it all sorted out with the details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, what's going on, RJ?
All right, Mike. Yeah, you definitely felt that humidity stepping outside this morning. And if you guys are about to hit the roads right now, fortunately, we are seeing more people out right now. But again, fortunately, we're not seeing any major delays or accidents to speak of right now. We just saw that camera there, 1604 westbound lanes. That had been closed overnight. That has been opened up for all of our folks on the north side of town who, of course, are looking for any sort of sigh of relief after a really busy construction weekend. I-10 Vance Jackson, traffic moving pretty good both directions right there. We do have a crash off of 410 on the west side of town. This is at Petrenko and Culebra roads. Not causing too many delays at the moment, but again, a lot of our folks in that area use both Culebra and Petrenko to get around that area. So keep that one in mind if you're about to head out on the west side. Still have this stealth vehicle being reported at I-10 westbound at WW White Road, and we are seeing a little bit now of some delays here for all of our folks coming in from the 410, the Ackerman Road area. So something we will continue to monitor as we make our way through our 6 o'clock hour. Everything else is looking pretty good, again, for the most parts here, but we are expecting a lot more people to get on the roads as we get set for our Tuesday morning. Mark and Stephanie, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. New this morning, San Antonio police say a man in his 30s is in the hospital after being shot late last night. Happened just before 10:30 in the 5300 block of Hilburn Drive on the southwest side, not far from Pearsall Park. SAPD tells us they don't have much to go on right now in the case, but they know the suspect ran away from the scene. No other injuries were reported.
It has been 1 year since a 22-year-old UIW student was killed in Selma. Now police and Crime Stoppers are asking for your help finding that suspect. Joseph Benales was killed around 11:45 p.m. in the 15,000 block of I-35 near the Forum. Now, Selma police tell us that someone shot Benales while he was driving, and his family, they believe it was a road rage incident. Police say the suspect's vehicle was a dark-colored sports car with a loud exhaust. So if you have any information, you are asked call Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen there in the yellow, 210-224-STOP, and you can remain anonymous.
San Antonio police have been placing officers in patrol vehicles with flashing lights for up to 15 minutes in areas considered high crime.
Well, later today, Police Chief William McManus will tell the City Council Public Safety Committee if that plan has been working.
GMSA's Patty Santos has been talking to community members who are not impressed by the stats, and she joins us live in the newsroom. Good morning, Patty.
Good morning, guys. People who live in high crime communities tell me they hear the use of phrases like lower crime percentages, but that's not a reality for them because they're seeing people in their community dying. Charles Statewide has partnered with the San Antonio Spurs, City of San Antonio Police, and other local businesses to help men over 17 years old find positive mentors and a way out of crime. Now, he's one of many organizations in the East Side trying to do their part, but he says this is a job not just for one organization, but the entire city. He'd like to see the city and county do more partnerships for job opportunities, education, and counseling.
If we are able to just breathe life, just keep breathing life. Yes, we're living in a dark world. Yes, crime rate is up. But what if we start speaking life and say, yes, we could be the change. Yes, we could create opportunities. Yes, we could do better. And that's the key, doing better and create opportunities because we need it. Not only us, the kids need it.
And that public safety meeting happens at 10:30 this morning. We hope to bring you those numbers later today. Mark, Steph.
Thank you, Patty. Well, now to an update on a story that we have been following. District 10 Councilman will resume his committee assignments after the mayor reinstated him. Now, Councilman Mark White was suspended from committee duties back in January. That happened after police body camera video from his December arrest on suspicion of DWI was released. White currently serves on the Public Safety, Audit, and Workforce Development committees. So we did reach out to White for a comment, and he tells us, quote, "I will continue to work tirelessly for District 10 and the City of San Antonio to make sure we are the best city we can be," end quote. He is scheduled to be in court next month.
In your morning headlines, tensions in the Middle East remain high as Israel's war cabinet tries to decide its next moves after the attack from Iran. Over the weekend, Iran fired over 300 drones and missiles, and Israel's defense forces say they stopped almost all of them with the help of the U.S. and other countries. However, the White House says if Israel decides to strike back, it will do so without the help of the U.S. military.
Well, back here at home, a potential legal battle for Live Nation, the parent company of Ticketmaster. Live Nation's Ticketmaster was widely criticized for its handling of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour in 2022. Now, the Wall Street Journal says the Justice Department lawsuit is expected to claim that Live Nation has leveraged its dominance of the live event market to undermine competition. During a hearing last year, U.S. senators criticized Live Nation's lack of transparency, fee structure, and inability to block bot purchases of tickets.
And college basketball star Caitlin Clark is officially a pro after a historic draft night for the WNBA last night. However, the payday for Clark and the other stars of the night may not be as big as you think. Clark will make just over $76,000 in a rookie year. Compare that to the NBA, they take home a minimum salary just over $1 million. Of course, the NBA plays more games and makes far more revenue than the WNBA. But with Clark's popularity, the revenue gap could begin to shrink. Congratulations to Caitlin and the other people selected in the draft last night.
Yes, congratulations. A lot of people watching closely.
6:08, 72 degrees.
After the break, last minute prep is underway before Fiesta starts on Thursday. What shoppers across the Alamo City are telling us about their plans this year.
And outside with live cam, warm weather ahead and then a cool down in the extended forecast. Some positive signs from Mother Nature as we head into the end of the weekend and next week.
We love that music here. Well, with Fiesta right around the corner, people are heading to local stores to get their hands on last-minute items, from the flower crowns, confetti, and papel picado to the clothing. So Amos on Fredericksburg Road is always a popular spot, and of course, there's the Fiesta store near North Star Mall. So we asked some of the Fiesta shoppers what the celebration means to them.
My mom would always take us to the night parade or Battle of Flowers, and it was just something we could do to get together and spend time with our family because we're so busy in the middle of the year.
We got to enjoy Fiesta first time 2 years ago, and with my wife being from Mexico and just the culture, it's very enjoyable.
And looking ahead, Earth Day is next Monday. The city's big Earth Day 2024 event at Woodlawn Lake Park is an official Fiesta event.
The giveaway will take place from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is on April 22nd. The city's website says the giveaway will include shade and ornamental trees.
The event also includes family activities as well as fishing and fitness fun. We have more information over at KSAT.com.
Time now 6:13, and from this angle, roads look okay, but let's check back with RJ.
Yeah, guys, roads looking pretty good out there if you're about to step outside. Speaking of Fiesta, I'm really excited. I'm going to do Taste of New Orleans this year for the first time, so I'm pretty excited about that event at Sunken Garden. I have not been out there, so waiting to have a good time. Have my family in town here. All right, I-10 events, Jackson. Traffic moving pretty good, both directions right there, as we mentioned. It's been things looking pretty good out there in the roads right now. As we take a big look here at the city, taking a look here, we do have a stalled vehicle now being reported I-35 southbound at Houston Street for all of our folks in the downtown area. Not causing too many delays right now. Hopefully that continues to be the case. They could get that cleared out here. And I-10 westbound WWY Road, we've had this stall being reported by TxDOT for some time now, but you do see that traffic is moving pretty well in both directions right there on westbound I-10 east and west. All right, ongoing construction here. So throughout the rest of this week, throughout Saturday, we will have 1604 westbound lanes, basically all the way from Blanco to I-10. Those are going to be closed in the overnight hours. That's going to be 9 o'clock p.m. to 5 a.m. So again, the continuing construction out there for all of our folks on the north side of town. I know that it was obviously a bit of a nightmare based on what I've heard, some of the stories from over the weekend. So we will get more information from TxDOT guys later on this week and try and continue to update folks on what exactly is going on out there, because that did not look fun to be stuck in over the weekend.
No. Yeah, Patty was telling us during our morning meeting she was stuck in that mess for an hour trying to get out of San Antonio towards Bernie last weekend.
So hopefully TxDOT can give us a better idea of what their plans are for the rest of this month with Fiesta and things of that nature around town.
Yes, I imagine there will be some changes there.
We have some friends, actually kind of distant cousins of my wife's, just recently moved to town. Military family, military doctor, and my wife was telling me, she goes, yeah, Nicole said, what's Fiesta?
Oh, wow.
So get ready.
Well, you're like, I am Mr. Fiesta. Let me tell you.
Well, yeah, it's like, get ready. I mean, it's the 10-day party for just because. You know?
Nice.
And I know, I love how people come from out of town. They go, what's with these metal things? You know, why is it? Yeah, it's
coming.
It's a religion, so we're going to give them a little, sample of Fiesta as it comes up with the newbies in town. All right, this morning, temperatures are going to be staying pretty steady. We got 60s, low 70s around here. A couple of showers still left over, maybe up to the north. A lot of those have pretty much died down. A couple of patches of fog, especially toward the hill country. Otherwise, just hot and humid today. So we are almost 15 above normal right now. We're going to be about 6 above normal later on this afternoon, and that trend is going to continue for the next few days. We do have a little bit of relief in sight, believe it or not. Hey, Fiesta Metal giveaway. Justin just got here. We were talking about this. Again, trying to get our wardrobe all straight here, which KSAT shirt we're going to be sporting here. It's over there at Pickup Fitness at 6705 Northwest Loop 410 near Ingram. The Weather Authority medal, the one, the only. First time we've ever had pictures on there.
I love it.
So it's the pictures of the 5 of us. Call it Beauties and the Beasts, I would say. Sarah, Mia, and the 3 Stooges.
Aww.
5 Musketeers, however you want to phrase it. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be later on this afternoon. Justin and I are going to be out there. So come on out and say hi. I was going to switch this picture. Excuse me. I'm going to do this very quickly here. See if I get to the right one. Look at that. All right, that's a walking stick.
Oh.
Those are always, fascinating, but really kind of scary. Kind of if you don't like bugs and spiders and stuff like that. But yeah, that is actually a walking stick. And there was another picture in there, and the thing is moving along. But look at that thing. That is fascinating. I don't even like walking past that picture. So anyway, thank you very much for that shot. All right, looking at the skyline right now, you can see that there's a lot of just haze out there because of all of the humidity. So I was talking about a little bit of fog up toward Kerrville right now, and that's starting to invade near Bernie. Still good visibility in and around the metropolitan area, but go out 90, you're going to run into a little bit of it as well. And this is very dependent upon the wind right now because everybody's got all of the humidity out there. But that breeze here in town, just slight bit of a breeze, is helping to keep the fog from really getting too awfully thick. 97 yesterday at Carrizo Springs and Laredo, 92 Hondo. 88 here in town. Pleasanton got up into the low 90s. We're going to be mid to upper 80s later on today all around the area as well. Again, plenty of humidity. We're talking heat index readings these days. Stays humid all the way through the rest of the week. And then we get that break in the humidity coming in here by Sunday. There's actually a front that's going to be moving through here, and that's what's going to knock out some of the humidity and give us great weather for Sunday as well as first part of next week. But we got to make it through this week, first of all, and make it through the first day of Fiesta. Now, there is the chance for some showers, a couple of thunderstorms. Notice how this computer model has some of this rain. Again, broad brush that paints in with these long-range models. 10 o'clock on Thursday, when most of the Fiesta activities are going to be over, maybe a couple of showers, and the majority of those further up there to the north, which is where I think the majority of anything potentially strong would be, although there is the chance around much of the area. Now, jump into the weekend, and especially on Saturday, we'll have that front, which is going to be moving across the area. That's going to also give us more showers, thunderstorms Saturday night into early Sunday, first portion of the day. Then we start to clear on out, and then we clear into Monday as well. So like I said, Monday is going to be fantastic. Knocks the humidity out of here, lower temperatures as well. Back to Thursday. Storm Prediction Center right now does have us, I should say, with the slight risk for one or two potentially strong storms out there, strong, potentially severe storms, and that would be later on Thursday. Temperatures continue to go up and up the next couple of days. 90 on Thursday. It is going to be hot and steamy for the start of Fiesta, but it's Fiesta, so does it really matter? It's kind of like calories. Don't count during Fiesta. You just ignore the heat and humidity during Fiesta. We do have that chance for some rain. A couple of storms on Thursday. Friday, lesser chance, better chance. Best chance going to be on Saturday and Saturday night, and then we clear on out. So Fiesta, but then River Parade looked great.
Well, that's good.
Night. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the heat and humidity burn off the calories, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
620, 72 degrees.
We'll be right back.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are looking up. I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi is the first IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And the majority of people experienced long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Now's the time to ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Faces of Fiesta is powered by your local San Antonio area Chevy dealers.
Meet Lucy Bell. Lucy is the parade chairman for the Battle of Flowers Association, and she's most excited for this year's parade theme.
This year's theme is Viva Amor, and I picked this year's theme because we love the city. It's like a letter to San Antonio expressing our love.
The Battle of Flowers Association has named the San Antonio Food Bank's president and CEO, Eric Cooper, this year's parade grand marshal. Lucy says the Battle of Flowers will be working together with Eric and the food bank to help those in need. And Lucy says that this year, parade goers can serve those in need while taking part in the festivities as well.
We are working to collect 1.33 million pounds of food at many of our traveling float stops, our band festival, and throughout our parade on parade day.
This year is sure to bring another fun chapter in the long-standing tradition of the Battle of Flowers Parade, and Lucy Bell is honored to be a part of it.
It
It means so much to me. I'm fourth generation Battle of Flowers, and I am second generation parade chairman. And so to see 133rd and to think that something is still going strong in San Antonio with the legacy of it is just, it's heartwarming. It's why I do it, because you do what you love, and I'm absolutely loving planning this year's parade.
We're standing at the corner of Brooklyn and North St. Mary's, and we're in the bleachers, and you know what that means. It is Fiesta Parade time. This year's Battle of Flowers Parade and the Fiesta Flambeau will start near San Antonio College and wind all the way to near West Martin Street, but there are going to be a lot of closures in between. Here's what you need to know. The route for the parades is 2.6 miles long and will go down North Main Avenue to Lexington and the corner of St. Mary's and Brooklyn. It will then head towards Alamo Plaza, Commerce Street, go past San Fernando Cathedral, and wind down at Santa Rosa at West Martin. And you can expect these closures early Friday morning through the afternoon for Battle of Flowers, and then early evening to late Saturday night for Flambeau. For more information on all things Fiesta, including how you can get a ticket to our KSAT Insider parties for the Battle of Flowers and the Fiesta Flambeau parades, all you got to do is head over to ksat.com/Fiesta. Viva Fiesta!
We know that guy.
Yeah, very familiar. Hi.
Hey, RJ. KSAT Medal Days are back. You can grab a free KSAT medal at various locations across San Antonio. We have a brand new spot for you to visit today. We'll reveal that location coming up a little later right here on GMSA.
Yeah, very excited about that. Time now 6:26 and 72 degrees for now.
Heavier traffic out there as we approach the bottom of the hour. There's Loop 410 at McCullough. We'll be right back. Good morning, and we begin with a look at live cam looking back towards downtown. Ever the skyline is lit up, kind of muggy out there right now for us. For a lot of folks, the AC is already on to start the day.
Yes, we're already putting it to work. Yes. Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, April 16th.
Glad you're with us. Mike Osterhage is standing by, and there's some good news in the extended forecast regarding getting rid of this humid air mass.
But that's going to take a while, though. Yeah, okay. So it's not anytime soon. Get used to it, because it's going to be sticking around through the next couple of days, through the start of Fiesta and the rest of the week. Then we'll talk about the lower humidity. So first of all, yeah, you look at the skyline there, and it's some buildings are almost obscured. It's just that kind of murky look out there. You can feel the humidity when you step outside. We got a temperature of 72 degrees. Normal low is 58. So 10, 15 degrees above normal all around the area. Dew points up to 67. So that's very high. Now, it's not that kind of, wet towel sort of humidity, but it's high enough. And we do have some fog. We've been watching this around Kerrville. Visibility has dropped down a little bit. Same thing around Bernie Stage. Castroville, Hondo, a couple of hints of fog if you're heading out 90. And we've got temperatures upper 60s, mostly low 70s around here, low to mid 70s. Now, there is a fairly decent breeze in around the metropolitan area, but notice how the winds have started to slacken off a little bit up toward Bernie, up I-10 as well. So that's why we're starting to see some of that fog, because we don't have the wind to really keep the atmosphere stirred up. So if the wind does decide to ease up more than what it is right now, we will start to see some fog around some of those low-lying areas. Mold and oak, both moderate, both drop down from the previous day's reading. Pecan and grass are both on the low side. So hot and humid today and tomorrow. There may be a sprinkle tomorrow afternoon. It's just because of all that humidity hanging around here. Start of Fiesta. Hottest day of the forecast, 90 on Thursday, and very humid. Now, we will have a couple of storms. There's that chance for some rain. I don't think rain chances are that great, maybe later on in the evening, but if something does pop up, could become strong, potentially severe. We'll show you that in just a couple of minutes. Most of that looks like, though, it would be further up to the north, and like I said, later on in the evening. Then we go into the weekend. Friday, going to be hot, humid, a couple of showers here. Rain on Saturday, and we have a front moving through, and that is what is going to be not only the trigger for that rain, but also bringing in some nicer weather for later in the day on Sunday. Looks fantastic, and actually cooler. We are going to be on the below normal side, and that's going to be the case going into Monday as well. So that's what we're talking about for Monday. River Parade looks just fantastic. Actually, kind of coolish in the evening, believe it or not, as it's looking for Monday. Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, RJ, what's going on, sir?
All right, Mike, yeah, things looking pretty good. You were talking about the weather for Fiesta as we get ready for that. Things looking good there, and also things looking good on the roads right now. 35 at 37 downtown area. Traffic moving pretty well both directions there. And let's see if we get one more before we get to our maps. And okay, there we go. 35 Leon Creek. Thanks for responding to that one there. We do have a stalled vehicle being reported I-10 westbound at Medical Drive for all of our folks that are coming in the northwest side of town. A little bit past 410, not causing too many delays at the moment. Still have a stalled vehicle here, northeast side of town, 35 northbound at Randolph Boulevard, right before we get to Tupperwine Road. And we are starting to see some delays actually going in the southbound traffic there. We'll keep an eye on what's going on there on the northeast side on 35. Let's bounce back to the downtown area. Still have this stalled vehicle being reported at 35 southbound in Houston Street. This is going to be for all of our folks coming in from the downtown at the Y area. Seeing a little bit of backups here right there by Frio Street in that area, but no major causes for concern right now. As we zoom out and show you a citywide look at things right now, traffic looking pretty good in most parts of the city right now. Starting to see our normal buildup there on 90 eastbound for all of our folks that are coming in from the Castroville, Medina Valley area. So we will continue to keep an eye on all of this and give you more updates as they become available. Mark and Stephanie, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. A man is behind bars this morning accused of robbing a Family Dollar store on San Antonio's north side. 24-year-old Frisco Rodriguez is accused of holding up a cash register at gunpoint at the Family Dollar on Blanco Road. The arrest affidavit says it happened last Thursday on April 11th, and Rodriguez was caught soon afterwards. He's facing a felony charge of aggravated robbery.
San Antonio investigators are hoping you can help them track down a man who they say stabbed a woman several times. This happened last month on Fredericksburg Road near Wurzbach and I-10 on the city's northwest side. Now, police tell us that the woman was able to record the man on her phone. Before that attack, he took off in a gold Lexus SUV. The woman did survive her injuries, though. So you are asked to call Crime Stoppers if you have any information. That number is 210-224-STOP.
Now to Canyon Lake, we're working to learn more about a teenager who fell off an inner tube. He's 19-year-old Roiner Alejandro Rojas Pereira. According to the Comal County Sheriff's Office, he was floating on a tube in this part of the lake when he drifted towards the water intake near Canyon Lake Dam. This happened Sunday night. Comal County Sheriff's Office tells us the 19-year-old went underwater and didn't resurface. A family friend says he did not know how to swim, and by the time they saw him, it was too late.
We hear him screaming. He's like, help me. He's screaming in Spanish, help me, and like waving his arms. And then he goes underwater and like we can't see him anymore.
U.S. Army Corps of Engineers say a lot of visitors go to that area, but it's not for swimming since there are no lifeguards.
A San Antonio nonprofit is asking for help from 1,000 volunteers to help place miniature flags at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery before Memorial Day. Now, the president of Flags for Fallen Vets says they need help to place around 140,000 flags at the cemetery. Now, if you want to volunteer, you can email flagsforfallenvets@yahoo.com and make sure that your email includes Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery, your name, and how many people will help you. The flag placement will take place on May 26th at 9 a.m.
April is Autism Acceptance Month or Autism Awareness Month, and later today we'll be hosting a KSAT Community Town Hall. Tiffany Huertas will be joined by members from Any Baby Can to answer any questions you may have.
They will also talk about different topics like what law enforcement is doing to better handle situations with someone who has autism and safety discussions being had. You can tune in this afternoon at 2 p.m. for the town hall on KSAT.com or any of our streaming services.
Then on Saturday, you can be a part of the 20th annual Walk for Autism at Palo Alto College. We have a link to register for the walk on our website in the KSAT community section.
And we are just days away from the start of Fiesta. Our countdown clock is here, counting down to the first official Fiesta event, which is Fiesta on Thursday. So the fun starts then at 4 p.m. at the Alamo Dome's H-E-B Plaza.
2 days and 9 hours, 22 minutes away. How would you like to ride in a Fiesta parade this year? Well, get your phone ready and scan this QR code. Tell us what you love about Battle of Flowers to enter for a chance to ride on a float and show us your shoes. Battle of Flowers coming up Friday, April 26th.
Well, although Fiesta's a lot of fun, finding parking and navigating road closures can be a headache.
No doubt about that, but you have options including Park and Ride. Via is offering the services for the week of Oyster Bake and Taste of New Orleans. For Oyster Bake, you use Crossroads Park and Ride. Pickup and drop-off will be at Camino Santa Maria and Cincinnati Avenue.
Well, for the Taste of New Orleans, you can also use the Crossroads Park and Ride, as well as Randolph Transit Center. Pickup and drop-off will be at the Sunken Gardens, and the service will be available from Friday, April 19th to Saturday, April 27th for $1.30 each way. So discounts are available for students, seniors, and military members.
Take a look at the Park and Ride schedule and everything else you need to know about that service.
Well, before we go to break, mark your calendars, though. There is another big event to prepare for after Fiesta. We're talking about the Texas Eats Food Festival. That will be happening on Saturday, May 11th at Smoke Barbecue east of downtown. You can scan that QR code on your screen right now for some ticket information and to see the full lineup of James Beard nominated chefs.
It's going to be a good time right now, 6:38, 72 degrees.
And just ahead, a wildlife center in San Antonio struggling as they care for hundreds of animals. Why they're trying to get the word out about which animals you should bring in.
And KSAT Metal Days are back. We have a brand new location for you to visit this morning, and we're going to reveal that coming up right here on GMSA. 6:42, we've been telling you all morning about it. Now it's time to reveal the location of today's KSAT Fiesta Medal giveaway. It's at Conviva Care Center on FM 78 and Summerfest Drive. That's on the far northeast side near Old Seguin Road. The line starts forming in just about 15 minutes or so at 7 o'clock sharp. Well, this morning, staff at Wildlife Rescue and Rehab have a lot of mouths to feed this spring. Right now, they have 100 baby opossums that they are nursing back to health.
Our Patty Santos tells us the nonprofit hopes to spread awareness about which urban wildlife should and should not be brought in.
I mean, all day long we get a lot of stuff in.
Sarah Davis and Danielle Moncado have had a busy spring, feeding a lot of hungry orphans.
I think we have over 100 possums inside.
And twice as many squirrels, not to mention the many other mammals and birds that are brought in daily.
We feed them more the smaller they are, and then as they get bigger, their feeds get reduced to smaller amounts a day. The smallest amount of feeds we do is like twice a day.
They're part of the troop of more than 50 staff with Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation Office in San Antonio and Candalia.
We focus specifically on the rescue and rehabilitation of native Texas wildlife.
Urban wildlife like songbirds, foxes, and owls.
He was also orphaned, and he also has something we call like splay leg.
Many times, they're victims of human encroachment.
Sometimes if mama doesn't have the right nesting materials, living in the city, she can't make a proper nest, and so sometimes they struggle to form correctly.
Executive Director James Martinez says inflation is impacting how much they do for these animals. This year, the nonprofit is working with a $4.6 million budget. From those funds, around $600,000 are spent on food. Through the hotline, they answered 17,000 calls.
You find the animal, it's been 2 hours, and the mother has not come back for the animal, then you call us and we'll walk you through the steps and what to do next.
Martinez says only animals that are clearly hurt should be brought to them.
I know, this was cute.
So every box here is a baby, I feel.
Yeah, so this is just today's intake.
Money helps support their mission, but so does volunteering, because these wild babies are a handful.
That little stinker.
Oh,
Literally.
I could just watch them eat all day.
Oh, how cute.
Absolutely.
So the bottom
adorable.
line, they say, is if you see wildlife out there, don't touch it. Before you try to remove them from where they are, just go ahead and call them. They have a hotline.
I found a mama possum many years ago, and she'd been hit by a car. She was dead, but I was able to recover like 10 different babies, and I took them to them, and they were awesome to work with.
They are. They have like 13 plus babies, though.
Yeah, it was quite a group.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we're glad they're there. There's a lot of times where we have questions, but now we know maybe we should just call instead of take it. Yeah, instead of taking it into your own hands.
And Patty, we're glad you're here. We're welcoming her to the morning team this week. We're so glad you're here.
Good morning.
Oh.
Still trying to get used to the schedule.
Oh, she's going to fit right in.
Yeah.
Patty, thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Good to see you. And welcome. 6:45 right now.
Let's go ahead and check in with RJ.
Give me a few months to get adjusted. I don't know if I am yet. But you know what? Yes, traffic looking pretty good out there for the most part. Okay, wanted to show you real quick our TransGuide traffic camera 90 eastbound at Meadow Creek because, man, we got slow going traffic here in this area. Traffic is getting through here. There are no major stalls or accidents to let you know about in this area. Just wanted to show you a look here from our camera there at Meadow Creek as all of our folks make their way into the San Antonio area. Very busy out there for all of our folks in 90. All right, let's run through a couple of stalled vehicles right now. I-10 westbound Medical Drive, drivers on the northwest side still may run into this, but we are seeing traffic move through pretty well both directions there. Still have the stalled vehicle northeast side, 35 northbound at Randolph Boulevard, right there at the Topperwine Road and O'Connor Road area. And look at that, we just have a little bit of delays there in that area. So looks like this might be our biggest trouble spot at the moment. And still have a stalled vehicle here, 35 southbound at Houston Street. Now traffic is moving pretty well in both directions there, but of course downtown, just like we saw earlier, 90 is going to get very busy as we make our way through the rest of our 6 o'clock hour into the 7 o'clock hour. All right, we got a shot there of the west side. Oh, okay, here we go. We had something there at 37 and 410. We will figure out what's going on there. And we just saw there 90 Meadow Creek, 281 Hildebrand near the quarry area. Traffic moving along pretty well both directions there. I'll call TransGuide, see if we get some info on what is going on there on the southeast side, 410 at 37.
RJ getting us some answers. Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Very quickly, back to the story we did about they're wanting volunteers to help with flags at Fort Sam National Cemetery.
Always.
When my boys were in Cub Scouts and we would go out there for a few years, and that was such a thing. So if you have kids especially and your group can go out there, to sign up for it. But the one time I know we went for something to eat afterwards, and they were in their uniforms, and the manager of the restaurant said, "What were you doing?" He said, "We put flags out there at Fort Sam." He said, "My father is buried out there," and gave him free ice cream. Aww. And it just topped it off for them. So real meaningful. So if you can do it, it is wonderful to do, especially for the kids. So, all right, we're doing a medal giveaway right now. Nope, we're going to show a pretty picture right now. We do have a medal giveaway later on this afternoon. Justin and I are going to be out there. We will tell you all about that. Beauty within beauty. Love that caption. The butterfly right there and those beautiful flowers. Oh, that's a great shot. Thank you very much for the KSAT Connect picture. This one's not so beautiful. You can see all the haze and the fuzz out there and everything. And we do have some. Now, visibility in the metropolitan area is not bad. However, look at how it's dropped down in Hondo, dropped down in Uvalde, and heading out I-10 as well. The wind is not as strong out there. It's not like we have real strong winds, but just enough to kind of keep the fog from forming up. There's lesser kind of calm or light wind out there in parts of the hill country, and that's why we are seeing the fog out there. So just be on the lookout for the next couple of hours. All right, I want to jump ahead to Thursday, start of Fiesta, and we do have a decent chance for some rain late on Thursday. So this computer model has, and again, I always have to point out, broad brush, not raining everywhere. This is where the opportunity for rain is going to be, but this is not until later on Thursday night. So I think as far as it's going to be very hot and humid, but as far as the Fiesta activities, which begin right around 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's going to be at the HEB Plaza at the Dome. Fiona and I are going to be there hosting it. Should hopefully be okay. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we don't have a repeat of last year, but it's looking like this is going to be later on, and the majority of anything really strong is going to be further up to the north, but there is the threat for one or two of those storms to be strong to potentially severe. That'll go into the overnight hours. Jump ahead to Saturday, fast forward to Saturday, and we have the front, which is going to start to lie in the area. That's going to be the best opportunity for showers and some thunderstorms then on Saturday into early Sunday. Then we'll start to clear out. We get some great weather coming in here for late Sunday as well as on Monday. So right now, River Parade weather looks absolutely spectacular. Maybe even light sweatshirt weather in the evening. Thursday, there's the risk for an isolated strong to severe storm, high winds, hail being the biggest threats with that. But again, we're going to keep monitoring that as they continue to update that as we approach Thursday. Here's the big low, which is up to the north of us, and this is what is just going to kind of move away. We have the southwesterly flow aloft in the atmosphere.
Is that the Presa one?
Continue to help keep us on the humid side around here. But like I said, we will have a bit of a front that comes through. Then by late on Friday night, early on Saturday, and that's going to give us that beautiful weather. So hot and hotter the next couple of days. We make it up to 90 on Thursday. A few showers, a couple of thunderstorms, I think, especially later on in the late evening hours on Thursday. Going to keep an eye on that, though. A couple of showers Friday. Front moves through. Better rain chances Saturday night. Sunday, Monday, clear out.
Okay, well, at least it clears out for that river parade.
Yeah, River Parade weather looks just fantastic right now.
Good news. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Right now, 650, 72 degrees.
So let's look out there with live cam for now. Not too bad because the sun's not beating down on you, but a little humid out there, 72 degrees. We'll be right back.
Good morning. It's great to be with you. Here on a Tuesday, we are following former President Trump's criminal trial in New York. He is back in court this morning for jury selection. We'll get the reaction from inside and out of the courtroom after day one. Plus, we've got a lot of weather to talk about. We had some damaging winds, nearly 100 severe storm reports just yesterday from the plains to the mid-Atlantic. But today, it's all about Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois. We've got an updated tornado threat to share with you. And what to do if you missed yesterday's tax deadline and what it could mean for your refund. Plus, Caitlin Clark is here live. She was the #1 overall pick in last night's WNBA draft, and she's talking about her big moment with all of us.
We've been telling you about it all morning here on GMSA. In case you missed it, today's KSAT Fiesta Middle giveaway is at Conviva Care at FM 78 and Summerfest. That's on the far northeast side out near Old Seguin Road. The line starts forming in a few minutes at 7 a.m.
You still have time to get there. 6:55. Let's go ahead and check back with RJ to see if there are any problems on our roadways.
Yeah, fortunately, not seeing too many problems in that area there. So if you're about to head out to that giveaway, that's should not have too many issues getting out there. But we do have some issues here. 37 at 410. This is going to be Loop 410 westbound there, right before the South Bresa, right before South Bresa Street, basically. So again, 410 westbound. Let's take a look at our map, see exactly what we're looking at here. You see, this is right there, right at that intersection of 37 and 410 for all of our folks coming off of 37 onto 410 might run into some delays in that area. Rest of the city, everything else is looking pretty good with the exception of some pretty heavy buildup there on the far west side for all of our folks coming in on 90 from Castroville. Mike?
Warm, humid, lots of clouds out there, and nothing is showing up on radar anymore up in the hill country, so those little showers have kind of fizzled on now. We do have a couple of spots of some fog, though, heading out 90, heading out 10, so just be on the lookout for that, especially off to the west and northwest this morning. 73 degrees right now, 60s out there to the northwest. We're way above normal. Going to stay above normal, 86, hot and humid today, plenty of clouds, and then we've got chance of rain late Thursday, front over the weekend.
We'll be watching that closely. Thank you, Mike, for joining us.
Have a great day. GMA is next.